It seems that Bridgerton Season 2 isn't the only place you'll get to see Phoebe Dynevor, the actress who portrays Daphne Bridgerton. The actress has recently been spotted on the set of the upcoming Netflix biopic Bank of Dave. In today's video, we'll be talking about first looks at Bridgerton's star in the new Netflix movie Bank of Dave, and a lot more, so be sure to stick around until the very end. First up, Bridgerton star in new Netflix biopic. According to various reports, we'll be seeing Bridgerton star Phoebe Dynevor on screen sometime in the near future. The actress will make a comeback in the second season of Bridgerton, but we'll also be seeing a different side of her in an upcoming project. Dynevor was sighted on the set of the new Netflix biopic Bank of Dave. The actress's appearance in the upcoming project seems to be quite different from the Regency-era look in Bridgerton. Dynevor was seen arriving at Burnley Center Library, sporting a stylish red biker jacket paired with a chic black blouse, boyfriend jeans, and some badass boots. The Bridgerton star is supposed to take on the role of a fierce local doctor named Amanda. Despite the unpleasant and cold weather, Dynevor was seen sporting a smile while being wrapped up in a thick padded jacket to stay warm. What other projects has Phoebe Dynevor worked on? Contrary to popular belief, The Bank of Dave isn't the first film that Phoebe Dynevor has worked on. The star made her movie debut in 2021 with the biographical film The Color Room, which was directed by Claire McCarthy for Sky Cinema. In June 2021, it was also announced that the Bridgerton star would also play a part in Sony Pictures' thriller film I Heart Murder. Then later in August the same year, it was announced that she would star in and executively produce Exciting Times, an Amazon Studios series. Later in December, Dynevor was set to star in the drama film Fair Play along with Alden Ehrenreich. Prior to her big break with Netflix's Bridgerton, the actress has also starred in series like Snatch 2016 and Younger 2017. She made her on-screen acting debut with her role as Siobhan Malley in the 5th series of Waterloo Road, who is starring in Bank of Dave. Along with Dynevor, we'll be seeing other talented actors as well. Rory Kinnear, most popularly known for his portrayal of Iago in the National Theatre production of Shakespeare's play Othello, will be portraying Dave Fishwick. In addition, we'll see Joel Fry playing Hugh, a lawyer hired by Dave to fight his case against the British banking system. Fry recently also played a leading role in the big-budget family movie Cruella. He's also starred in Game of Thrones. The script for the biopic is the work of none other than British screenwriter Piers Ashworth, who is well known for penning the Mission Impossible series and the St. Trinian's movies. At the helm of it all is award-winning director Chris Vaughan. Vaughan is well known for directing another feel-good hit, Fisherman's Friends, which is also based on a true story about a folk music group from Port Isaac, Cornwall. When commenting on the project, Vaughan stated that, "I was immediately drawn to this story about the triumph of community, and I'm delighted to be working with such a wonderful cast." He went on to add that he believes that Fishwicker's story is important, and the world needs films like these. The film is being produced by Piers Tempest of Tempo Production, along with Matt Williams and Carl Hall of Future Artists Entertainment. Netflix has acquired the UK and Irish rights for the biopic, while WME Independent, the international film financing and distribution arm of talent agency WME, will cover the remaining worldwide sales. What is Netflix's new biopic about? Dynevor's newest project is a feel-good film that will attempt to retell the story of how Dave Fishwick set up his lending company, Burnley Savings and Loans, also known as the Bank of Dave. Ever since Fishwick set up the company in Lancashire in 2011, it has been helping small businesses and people who struggle to secure loans from bigger banks. According to reports, Fishwick and his company have lent around $30 million to those in need and has a 3-year waiting list for people who want to open a savings account. Fishwick first started making money by selling minibuses. The business still thrives despite the recent chip shortage that recently hit the vehicle market. The business got to witness various businesses struggle financially during the recent financial crisis and got got fed up with it. He took matters into his own hands, setting up a bank. Amidst all this, the businessman also managed to launch a hugely successful and award-winning Channel 4 program and publish a best-selling book. While aspects of this may be briefly mentioned in the biopic, the film mainly focuses on how the working-class Burnley man fought against all odds to set up a community banking system. It's quite remarkable if you think about it. Fishwick faced some of the elitist financial institutions of London head-on to fight for the first new banking license to be issued in Britain for more than 100 years. In the pictures that were recently released, we see Kinnear dressed up as a charismatic businessman, heading onto Burnley High Street to film scenes with Fry. In the scenes, we get a glimpse of Fishwick's generous nature as Kinnear hands out money to a performer on the streets. We also get a glimpse of Rory as he's surrounded by reporters as they inquire about Fishwick's ongoing case. Another glimpse from the shooting set shows Kinnear and Dynevor as they pop open a bottle of champagne to celebrate the opening of a Bank of Dave store as the crowd gathers around them. Dynevor is clad in simple jeans and a t-shirt with a jacket on top, looking as stunning as ever. From the looks of the released photos, the scene seems like a pivotal moment in Fishwick's life. We're curious to see how the upcoming Netflix biopic turns out to be. What does Fishwick have to say about the biopic? Fishwick mentioned in an interview that he couldn't believe a biopic would be made of his journey. He went on to say that this would be a huge step not just for him, but for Burnley, Pendle, and the Ribble Valley. While Fishwick did acknowledge that the film has been dramatized a little for entertainment purposes, there's a lot that holds true, including the local scenery. As Fishwick is an executive producer, he had some influence on the filming locations. The businessman added that he was very excited to portray a corner of East Lancashire in a positive way. Fishwick and his right-hand man, David Henshaw, were quite overwhelmed when the two were approached with the idea of making the film. It does seem like quite an amazing experience to have your life turned into a film for the world to see. When will Bank of Dave be released? As mentioned earlier, production for the biopic has already begun. However, no official announcement has been made about the release date of the film. At the moment, given that the shooting for the film is already underway, it's hard to figure out when the possible release may be. Plus, given the pandemic situation, there's no telling when or if another wave hits. We're hoping that we'll get an official announcement from the producers soon regarding the actual production date. What to do while you wait for Bank of Dave. As mentioned, there's quite a lot of waiting involved when it comes to the release of Netflix's Bank of Dave. So what to do while you await the release of Netflix's biopic? Well, simple. Netflix has a long list of biopics it has already released. Maybe it's time you catch up with some of them. Here are some fan favorites. First, we have Bonnie and Clyde. Honestly, there's no better way to spend time than to revisit the classics. Watch as Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway give a spectacular performance as lead roles in the classic, as they portray America's infamous bank robbers, Bonnie and Clyde. Both actors even won an Oscar for their performances. The movie even has 5 acting nominations and nods for Best Director and Best Picture. Next, The Social Network. If you want to witness an average man's journey to success, then The Social Network is a great option. This explores how Mark Zuckerberg created what was once known as the most popular social media app. Jesse Eisenberg plays the role of Zuckerberg, while Andrew Garfield, Justin Timberlake, and Rooney Mara portray outstanding supporting characters. Up next, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile. If you want something more crime-focused, what better than the biopic based on the infamous serial killer Ted Bundy? The High School Musical alum Zac Efron portrays the part of Bundy in Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile. The story is told from the point of view of Bundy's longtime girlfriend, Liz, aka Lily Collins. We're hoping some of these biopics keep you busy until Bank of Dave is released to the screens. If you're a binge watcher and complete all the biopics mentioned earlier before the release of Bank of Dave, you can also watch Phoebe Dynevor in Bridgerton Season 2. We'd love to know your thoughts on the upcoming biopic. What are your thoughts on the current storyline for Bank of Dave? When do you think the film will be released? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.